OBS is acting a little bit strange, but I think this is working. All right. We are going live. I don't know if you can hear me right now. But YouTube says I am live. OBS says I'm live. So it would appear that I am live. I'm not sure how long this is going to last for because my internet connection has been going up and down and all over the place all day. So yeah, I mean, I don't have the best Wi-Fi connection right now, and I have no idea how the stream is going to look. It could have a terrible frame rate. I have no clue. It will probably have a terrible resolution because I don't know, all my settings are a mess. But we're trying to stream here, and I'm kind of not really paying attention to what I'm doing right now because I'm looking at the other screen trying to figure out if my frames are okay. And oof, it's hard to tell. Let me just like stare at my other screen for a little bit. Oops, I should probably not be touching the keyboard while I do that. Okay, right now it looks like the frame rate isn't that great. Should I try to fix it? I'm gonna try to fix it real quick. Okay, give me a second. I know I keep like changing stuff, but I think I can fix this without even stopping the stream, hopefully. Oh wait, that doesn't even look like... Okay, so the thing I thought was wrong isn't even wrong. So I don't know what to make of this. I think it's just like I've just got a bad frame rate because I have a bad Wi-Fi connection, so there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. We might have to just... Okay, I just went off the block twice without jumping, and I thought it was the map's fault for a sec. No, I think we're good. Okay, so yeah. The frame rate of this stream might be terrible. I'm going to be periodically checking on it just to make sure it doesn't look too horrible. But yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. Ugh, this is really tough though. This is really tough. But yeah, I mean, my settings are a mess. That was my fault. I stayed on that thing for too long. I was trying to shift back to the edge of the block so I'd have more room to jump, but it's tough. These jumps are really tough. And I have a feeling that it's going to take more than one stream to finish this level here. So, I mean, judging by the amount of time it's taking me to just try to get through this one checkpoint, I bet you I'm going to have like 1,000 fails before I finish this level. I'm betting you it's going to happen. It's going to happen. YouTube still says I have an excellent connection though, so that's good. And I mean, the frame rate doesn't look... it does look pretty bad actually, unfortunately. I can tell you that it looks fine on my computer. Well, it looks fine on the computer I'm playing on. It doesn't look fine on the computer that I'm using to check to see if the stream is okay, which is not good. But again, if you're getting a terrible frame rate, I'm sorry. I hope you can still hear me okay. The audio seemed to be working fine earlier when I checked that, so I don't know how good that is, but it should be okay. You should be able to at least hear what's going on. But uh-oh, my other computer has frozen, which could be, I mean, not frozen, but the stream is frozen on my other computer, which is really not good. And I don't know if you can hear me right now, but that's really bad. Let me check. Let me check what's going on. Okay, it's unfrozen on my other computer, so that's fine, I guess. I just, you know, I keep having a bad connection, I guess. And again, like, if this stream looks awful, I might take it down, especially if I don't make any progress on this map. I might have to take this down if it really looks that bad. Because right now, it is not looking good. Alright, come on now. Okay, this is the really hard jump that I've failed so many times over and over, so... Yeah, and failed once again. I don't know if I was still pressing forward at the end there. I kind of let go when I realized that at least it looked like I was gonna fail. But maybe I shouldn't be so quick to give up, you know? Maybe I should have a little more faith in myself, although my faith in myself drops a little more with every tick of that fail counter. I'm just kidding, of course. I mean, it is, like, my faith in my parkour skills was never that high to begin with. I'm just trying to finish this map, you know? I gotta finish this map at some point. At least I know that jump over there is possible. Like, because I finished it once, I think. That is just disappointing. Yeah, these jumps are really tough. But hey, at least we've got the nice Minecraft soundtrack in the background. Oh, here's a thing I thought about trying during this stream. So the other day, so my brother is the person who mainly uses this computer. I only use it for streaming because it can stream much better than the laptop I usually use for recording and playing Minecraft. So my brother is the one who usually uses this computer, and the other day he got a game, and he wanted to play it, obviously. And so he tried to run it, but when he did, it came up with this error message saying, no computer that can support metal has been detected. You need a computer that supports metal to be able to play this game. And he was like, what's metal? And he asked me for help, and so I went and looked it up, did a little bit of internet searching. Turns out metal is this like graphics thing. I don't know all the technical term, I'm not very good with technical terms, but it's like a graphics thing that is on Apple computers that is used for, well, games, and I don't know if it's used for other stuff. It's probably used for other stuff as well. But anyway, it's this thing that's used for graphics on Apple computers. And I was like, huh, that's weird. It's not, I mean, this computer should be able to run metal or whatever. So I checked, and Apple was saying that it was supported on Macs, which this computer that I'm playing on is a Mac, like the big kind, you know, an iMac, with the kind with like the big screen that's thick because it has all this stuff behind it, right? I'm playing on that kind of computer, and I checked, and it was like Macs from 2012 or beyond. And I was like, surely this metal should be fine on here, right? It must be a glitch of some sort. So I go and check like the tech support website or whatever for the game, and there don't seem to be any issues about computers not supporting metal. I'm like, huh, that's really weird. Maybe it's a very unique bug, and then I think of something. And so I go to the top left and click on About This Mac. This Mac is mid-2011. I'm streaming from a Mac that's 8 years old, and I just thought that was really funny. Because I didn't realize just how old this computer was. I mean, we've had it for a long time, but I didn't realize it was quite that long. It was just, like, really funny to me. Because, you know, I've never realized how long we've had this computer for. We've had this computer for, like, twice as long as I've had my laptop, and yet it still streams better than my darn laptop. You can bet that. But yeah, that was kind of funny, and that could be an indication as to why I still don't get, like, a very good frame rate or bitrate or anything when I'm streaming from this computer, because although it is a good deal more powerful than the laptop I usually record on, it is still a computer from 8 years ago, and I suppose technology has grown and evolved, and there are other computers, better computers, that I could be using to stream from right now. But I don't have any of those at my disposal, so this is what it will be. Oh, and by the way, soon I won't have access to this computer anymore. Man, I'm just, like, walking backwards off this thing like crazy. Soon I won't have access to this computer anymore, so I don't even know if I'll be able to stream anymore, honestly. Like, the streams might come to an end very soon, which is unfortunate, because I won't have much time to do much else either. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do soon when I lose access to this computer, because I've tried to stream from my laptop before, and those did not go well. The frame rate was awful, everything was awful. It was even worse than the frame rate I'm currently getting on this. So, like, you do not want to see a stream from my laptop, is all I'm saying. And I don't have a proper desktop computer. Don't have one of those. Okay, I'm like trying to figure out what the best way to jump this is. Oh, so like jump over to the corner. Okay, can we make the rest of this? If not, I think I might have just figured out kind of the technique to do it. Okay. Alright. Yes! Okay, this is gonna be tough. Dang it, jumped right over the thing, man. Jumped right over it. That's unfortunate. Whoop. What are we listening to? I should really, like, try to find a way to show you the song we're listening to, shouldn't I? But I won't do that live on stream. Maybe I'll do it for the next stream. Oops, we're listening to Ward, by the way, which I believe is one of the music discs. I don't think... I need to listen to the music discs more, apparently. I don't know them well enough. I know, like, most of the soundtrack, but not the music discs. Odd, isn't it? I mean, maybe not that odd, but, like, you know. I mean, how many people actually do know the music on the music discs all that well, right? Like, I don't know. Probably people who only people who really, really know this game. And even then, like, I don't know, I'd be willing to bet that some Minecraft YouTubers don't really know what the music discs sound like. Kind of wish I was able to like name them all. That would be cool. All right. So we made it across the wacky fence posts. These jumps are fairly easy. It's this jump that's a tough one. So I'm gonna head all the way over here, and I'm gonna jump right on the corner. That was I felt that. I could feel that I jumped too soon on that one. It's really tough to like time everything and make sure you go off at the right time. It's tough. Alright, we still look good on my other screen. What else could I talk about? Oh, I've got an upcoming milestone and I'm really not sure what to do for that. I'm considering, like, maybe I could do another cover video, like, for 100 subscribers. I did a cover of Tennis Elbow by Sky Sailing, which I had learned to play on guitar. It was a very, like, basic cover, and it was not very good, but some people seem to enjoy it, which is nice, and I certainly enjoyed learning to play it, and singing it, and playing it, and editing it all together, although it was stupid of me to edit it together in iMovie and not in GarageBand, which I had access to, and I could have used GarageBand instead, which GarageBand is expressly meant for music, so I could have actually, like, added some effects to my voice and stuff. Nothing too elaborate, right? I wouldn't have, like, messed with my voice too much, but, like, just to make it sound a bit better. You know, maybe try to improve the audio quality from a not so great microphone. I don't know. I don't even remember how it sounded, but like I remember it wasn't very rhythmic or anything, and I had trouble like lining up all the beats and stuff because I did have some, like, it wasn't drum beats because it wasn't a drum. I didn't have access to a drum, but I recorded some sounds that served as drum beats. One of them was me hitting a lamp. Actually, it was pretty funny, I thought, but you know, of course, no one would know that. No one would know that it was me hitting a lamp. But yeah, I actually like stitched that together and in iMovie, and you should have seen the layers. I still have like some video clips of I was working on it, and I accidentally, I think, like superimposed some of the melodies and stuff, and it actually sounded kind of cool, so I just recorded that, and in the recording I believe you can see like some of the craziness of all the layers of sound I had to stitch together in a program that was not meant for stitching layers of sound together, and it's just kind of crazy and wacky and weird, and it was stupid of me, and I probably like still have that. I could probably like dig it up and show the internet if the internet wanted to see it. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this jump looks hard. Okay. Alright. Can't fail anymore. Right as I say that. I shouldn't say that sort of stuff. I should just like keep waffling on about stitching clips together in iMovie or something, because clearly that is what helped, and as soon as I stopped rambling and tried to focus, my focus was lost. So, you know, you can see what the real strategy here is. This is tough. I should really hold shift when I'm on those fence posts, I'm telling you. I should, but then if I do, then it takes too long. That's the issue I'm facing here. This is ruthless. MC Dot, I don't know if I don't know if you're watching, I don't know if you'll ever watch this, but MC Dot, this is so ruthless. MC Dot probably wouldn't watch this. It's probably a waste of time, unless you want to hear me ramble about the difficulties of being a small YouTuber who doesn't know what she's doing. Okay, so, off the corner. Yes, I'm getting good at that jump. It's really the two fence posts at the beginning that get me now. Alright. Okay. Jumped too late. Too late. Alright. Alright. Come on, we got this. Should have held shift. I really should have. I'm looking forward to lunch. That is a random and totally unneeded comment that you probably didn't want to hear, because now I bet you're craving lunch. So we're both craving lunch, unless you're in like a totally different part of the world and you've just had dinner, or like you haven't had breakfast yet, something like that. In fact, like since I'm streaming at such a wildly different time, I don't think a lot of people from my own time zone or anywhere like in the US will be listening or watching. It's probably people who are like on the opposite side of the world, like I don't know, Australia or England or something. Hello, Australia and British viewers, how are you? I mean, technically speaking, there's only one viewer. I can see that from my statistics on my other screen right now. So, like, hello, lonesome viewer. Are you from Australia? Are you from the U of K? All I'm saying. I'm just wondering, like, who would be in the right time zone to watch this right now? Because it's in the middle of the morning and nobody would be watching this unless they have a job that has super weird hours. Or, like me, they don't have school today. I don't have school today. It's pretty awesome if you ask me. It's because of testing. There's a weird testing schedule at my school, so like we had, like some of us don't have school on some days, which is nice. So I get to stream for all of y'all, and there's actually currently no one else in this house, which is also very nice because that means no one's gonna barge in and start making noise while I'm trying to stream. So I don't have to worry about that either, which people have done before, and I apologize for that happening, by the way. Hope you weren't too bothered by it. People don't, I don't know. It doesn't bother me too much, I just hope it doesn't bother all of you viewers out there too much. I don't even know if anyone like saw that or heard that. I guess nobody would see it happening since the only thing I show on screen is Minecraft. But you know what I mean. Okay, let's jump off the corner. Yes, alright. Okay. Good. Now this thing. This is really gonna drive me nuts at some point, I swear. Hey, 400 fails, a nice round number. Weren't we at like 200 a second ago? I swear we've gone through 100 of them at least. Pretty fast. Pretty darn fast. Honestly, I want to get past this checkpoint. If it takes me the whole stream to do that, so be it. I just want to get past this darn checkpoint, and I hope they don't get harder and harder. Like, there's always that one checkpoint that I at least struggle to get past, and then the rest of it, like, isn't that bad. And I'm hoping this is that checkpoint for me, but I'm really not sure at this point. Oh, man. Really not sure at this point. I don't know. I don't know if there will probably be harder checkpoints in the future. MC DAW said something, I think on the map description page, about, like, level 5 being, like, intentionally really hard. Which is understandable. You want to make the last level the hardest. That's what it was like on Super Slime Lab, too. The last couple of levels of Super Slime Lab were really, really challenging. I spent, like, 2 episodes or something like that on one level alone. That was awful. It really was. I know I was short on time, but I should have taken the split second to sneak backward just a little further, because by the time I, like, managed to double tap W and start moving, it's too late to jump and I just run straight off. Wow, that was, like, flawless and I wasn't even, like, thinking about it. Nice. Yeah, I should have taken the split second to move back. Alright, let's do this then. But when you take that split second, it falls. So I guess, like, don't hold shift and just take the risk of moving backwards as fast as you can without, you know, falling right off the edge of the block. Okay, that was destined to fail right there. I was not paying attention. Which I should be. I should be paying attention, or I should be rambling again. Oops. What should I be rambling about now? Let's see, what's something I could ramble about? Man, I'm just doing a terrible job here. I mean, that's just typical me right there, huh? Okay. What could I ramble about? Ooh, earlier today, I played Minecraft without recording it, or, like, intending to, well, that's not strictly true. I was wondering if I should record it and make a video out of it, but I decided not to. But, like, I played Minecraft just for fun for the first time in a long time. Man, that's annoying. That is annoying. I expected the block to appear faster than it did. So yeah, I mean, I just opened up my Let's Play world and just started playing that. and it was a lot of fun. I went to a swamp to find some more slimes, found one little slime, so I got like 2 slime balls all night. So from one whole night of running around killing other mobs and like trying not to die and, you know, just generally kind of being bored because there's not much to do in that swamp, I got 2 slime balls. So, you know, that was good. It was fun though. And then I mined a little bit. I did some various like very small tasks. I should realistically like be doing things much more efficiently. I'm just not good at doing things efficiently in Minecraft. This map being, you know, case in point, right? But it was fun. And I really should play more games for fun. It's just like I have so much other stuff that I want to do too. I don't have all the time for fun in the world, you know? There's a lot of stuff that I do. So, okay. Once again. Got this. Okay, this is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. I'm starting to know like exactly when the fence post will appear and I'll just jump and land on it perfectly. That's you can tell how much I've done this now. Okay, that was too early. Sad. Alright. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, I did that. And I'm still planning to work on that ravine, by the way. Okay. The ravine, I don't know if whoever's watching has seen my Let's Play. I'm kind of gonna assume they have. But that ravine that I said I was gonna work on, that I kind of like worked on in the last one. Yeah, I think the episode was called like Deadly Ravine Sky Chickens, which I thought was the best name, but it seemed to attract almost no one, which is sad because I personally would definitely watch an episode of anything called Deadly Ravine Sky Chickens, just because it sounds so ridiculous and fun. But apparently no one else shares that opinion, or not no one else. I think I got like a couple views on the video, but like very few people share. It's a French word, I believe. And in French, I believe it would be pronounced niche. So I just try to pronounce, like say the closest thing, but I don't know if that's how people actually pronounce it in English. Okay, can I rant about pronunciation for a bit? That's a thing I can talk about. So pronunciation is always something I've, like, struggled with a little bit, like, not all that much, not very noticeably. And I think most of the time, like if you've watched my videos, you probably haven't noticed that I have an issue with pronunciation, but some words I just don't know how to say. Like, okay. The word for, like, you know, a human that has not been born yet, I don't know if that's, like, called a fetus or a fetus, and I can't remember that to save my life. So I always, like, whenever I have to say that word, I'm really, like, you know, awkward about it. And it's because I don't, like, okay, there's this quote, I think it's by Mark Twain, and it goes something along the lines of, "I never make fun of a man for not knowing how to pronounce a word. It means he learned it by reading." And that's the case for me. Like, that's the perfect quote to describe my also struggling with talking today, apparently. But yeah, that's the thing with my pronunciation, is I learn a ton of words by reading, and I don't like... Yeah, I'm not so good at, like, the audio side of stuff, so... I know a lot of words. I have a fairly extensive vocabulary, but I don't know how to pronounce them. And I kind of wish that, like, pronunciation wasn't such a big deal. Just like I kind of wish spelling wasn't such a big deal. Honestly, like, as long as it's understandable, it shouldn't have to be something we mock, because, like, some people just have trouble with spelling. I, by the way, am not a person who has trouble with spelling. My spelling is usually pretty perfect. I don't want to brag. I do make mistakes, just like everyone, right? But I see people make spelling mistakes and other people mock them, and it's like why do you have to make fun of someone for their spelling or their grammar if they're trying to type in English and they don't know English all that well? Like, don't make fun of them. Maybe correct them nicely if you really feel like it's needs to be fixed. But I mean, seriously, from an objective standpoint, how is that going to help? Unless the mistake, let's eat grandma versus let's eat grandma, that kind of makes sense. Like, I could understand why you would want to to correct that. And, you know, so there's that. And I can understand why in professional settings it is much better to have like proper spelling and proper grammar and all that. I get that because it's professional, right? We need good spelling in professional situations for the same reason that we need smart clothes in professional situations, which I think that's stupid too, but like it's, you know, we have a certain degree of formality that we as a species have decided to preserve in these sorts of contexts. But like if it's just on the internet and someone like isn't great at English, don't make fun of them. That's just dumb. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. Alright. So that's my rant about pronunciation over, just as I, you know, ace some of these jumps here. Alright. Okay. So the pronunciation rant saves the day. That was amazing. Oh, and of course we have 2 more disappearing fence jumps. Of course, why wouldn't we? But hey, I mean, if that like legit helped, I'm not gonna complain. Like talking about pronunciation actually like distracted me enough that I got up here, so I'm happy. I finished. I won't have to finish the stream without having completed that checkpoint. It took me like 25 minutes according to my, or probably like 27 minutes by the time this gets across to the internet. But yeah, it took me a while, but I won't have to end the stream without finishing the checkpoint. So that's great. I don't think I've made it to that fence post a single time yet. Is that split jump even possible? Well, I mean, I doubt it's impossible, but it's really hard. Also, I'm very impressed with like the animations with the blocks falling and stuff. That's really cool. The problem with this is that you also have to like turn and ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try going all the way to this corner of the block. Oops. I was very successful, as you can see. Ugh, I'm really struggling with this. Part of the problem is that you can't see the top half of the block, like, you know how fence posts have that invisible half slab on top of them? And you can't tell where that is, so you have to kind of guess, and then, you know, it'd be nice to be able to see the bounding box is what I'm saying, I guess. Wonder if this lava is actual lava, or if it's just, like, blocks that have been retextured as lava. I don't even know if this jump is possible, honestly. Like, it's really getting on my nerves now. Can I practice in another world? Like, honestly, that's what I'm wanting to do right now, because we're at 500 fails pretty much, and I haven't done this a single time. I mean, I'm also making a fool of myself, but, you know, apart from that, like, I'm struggling with this. Okay, I'm gonna try to shift on it and get a proper position. I think I don't think that was the block falling, I think that was just me falling. Okay. Oh, hey, I did it. Hey. Okay. Never mind about practicing in another world then, I guess, because it's apparently possible. Although, I might still want to practice in another world if I, like, fail this. I shouldn't have even said that, right? I jinxed it. But yeah, oops. Yeah, I might still want to practice in another world if it turns out that this is still really hard. Man, I'm just, ugh. Okay. Hey, very soon we will have a palindrome of fails. You know, that should happen, like, roughly every, like, 11 fails, I think, but I still like to point it out every now and then, I guess. Okay, we got this. Okay, it's a disappearing block. We can do this, Alright. Okay, real quick. Just, like, take a moment to listen to this song. Doesn't it sound so, like, soothing and calm? I love it. Okay, come on. Now, okay. Alright. Go. Ah, sorry, I just hit the table. I'm very frustrated right now. I made it. It was perfect. It was so perfect. And then not worth getting frustrated about, I guess, but boy, am I frustrated nonetheless. Alright. Hey, we had the palindrome just now, and I ruined it, but it's okay. And now it's gonna take me ages to get back onto this fence post, isn't it? I think this is one of the creative songs, which is why I, like, recognize it, because well, I don't know if I still do, but I used to, at least, play creative a lot more than survival. So I believe there's a good chance that this is one of the creative songs. Like, there are a few songs in the Minecraft soundtrack that are exclusive to creative mode, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't know why I did that. Okay. I wonder if you can hear, like, the franting franting? That's not a word. I mean, it could be a word, I guess, but it's not, as far as I know, a word that exists. But I wonder if you can hear the frantic pounding of my keyboard as I try desperately to, like, stay on the block and fail miserably most of the time anyway. Or, like, I wonder how loud that is. I haven't checked, haven't watched one of my own streams in a while. So I do wonder. Jose Molina says, finally made it to a live stream. Hey, welcome! Welcome to the live stream. I'm streaming at a different time of day. I assume different times of day are going to be convenient for different people. This would not be the time I usually stream, but, I mean, I might be able to stream at this time more during the summer. Like, once the summer starts, I'll be out of school, so I'll be able to stream more at, like, different times. So maybe I'll mess around with, ooh, what if I, like, started by streaming at, like, 7 a.m. my time, and then went to 8, and then 9, and then 10, and just, like, kept streaming at different times so that everyone who wants to catch a live stream would be able to catch one at some point. So, like, I'll eventually get the time that's most convenient for everyone, you know? I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool. Man, I shouldn't jump knowing where the... Oh, great. Oh, now I'm on fire, and I wonder if it'll go away at some point. I really hope it will. Otherwise, I might just have to douse myself with some command magic, because I really, really don't want to deal with this. Yeah, like, it should go away at some point, right? Okay, there we go. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, I say. So yeah, welcome, Jose Molina. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, by the way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Only if you want to, of course. If it doesn't bother you, that's fine. But yeah, why do I keep jumping when I don't know where the block is? It's not like it's gonna help me in any way. Like, that's good for disappearing blocks, the netherrack ones, but not so much for this. So I really should wait. And I still haven't made it in ages. Also, did you see how the fire just appeared and then disappeared, like, right away? Interesting. Not sure if that'll, like, that help. I mean, it definitely doesn't help me in any way, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Do I have fire resistance, by the way? Oh, right, I rebound my inventory key so I wouldn't accidentally press it. And yes, I do have fire resistance. Good to know. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was, like, pressing E and being all confused that it wasn't working. Totally oblivious to the fact that, yes, I did rebind my inventory key just so I wouldn't press it, because it's right next to the W, and the W is the button I pressed twice to sprint, and so accidentally pressing the E key was messing me up all the time. Okay. I'm trying to, like, shift to see if getting into the right position helps me, but so far that hasn't helped me at all, so I think I'm just gonna keep throwing myself at it like I have been for the past few minutes and see if that helps instead. Alright. Ugh, this is so tough. This is so tough. At least I know the jump is possible, right? Like, I can keep throwing myself at it without worrying about, like, is this actually possible? Though I'm starting to think that, oh wait, I can't practice in another world. I couldn't practice even if I wanted to, because the gravity's probably slightly different from normal overworld gravity, right? And I don't know how to simulate that. So, oh great, the fire's back. So yeah, I actually wouldn't have a way of what am I trying to say here? I actually would not have a way of... Brain, give me the words, please. Yeah, I wouldn't have a way of simulating the conditions of this map, so I wouldn't actually have a way of practicing this jump, even though I'd really love to. Okay, the fire's gone again, but it's okay. Sorry. Throat is getting a little bit croaky. Hey, at least I finished that other checkpoint, right? Like, I did that. That's nice. Right? Oh! Hey, at least furthermore... Man. I should really just keep going when I make it to that post. I shouldn't like stop to correct my position or anything. Regardless, I did it anyway. So that's wonderful, isn't it? But yeah, at least I've like once again proven to myself that the jump is feasible. Done it a couple of times now, not that it helped. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? I just need to keep running forward. That's all I need to do. Once I make it, I just need to keep running and jump. Keep running and jump. Keep running and jump. Wonder why this fence post takes so darn long to appear. Like, it doesn't seem like it should. I don't know. I don't know how the mechanics of this map is set up, so, you know. I don't really mind. It doesn't bother me too much. Glad I didn't jump just then, though. Alright. Hey, we're coming up on a certain number here. I'm not gonna say anything when the number arrives, okay? Oh, I never finished, like, really discussing what I could do at my 200 subscriber milestone. So I was thinking about, like, maybe making another guitar cover. I've actually been learning another song, so it would be kind of convenient, I guess, but at the same time, I'm not sure how many people would like that, and also it's kind of a weird song, and I'm not very good at playing it, too. That's another thing. Although I'm working on it. I'm trying to, like, work on it a little bit every day, and it seems to, I seem to be getting better, but it's tough. It's a tough song. And, you know, I think I actually mentioned this on stream before, but, so there's this podcast I've been getting into called Welcome to Night Vale, and it's about this small desert town called Night Vale, and it's really, like, it's a really weird place, and so the show, the podcast, is this, like, this radio broadcast in the middle of this desert town. So it's, you know, it's formatted as a radio show. And so it has the news, and it has traffic, and then it has the weather. And the weather is always a song in Night Vale, which I think is a fantastic idea. Because, you know, you're in this weird place, the radio's gonna have weird stuff, such as a song for the weather. And so there's always a song in every episode. That's the weather. And so for fun, I really, really like this podcast. So for fun, I am memorizing the first episode, and so I thought it would be, like, perfectly appropriate to also learn the weather in the first song on guitar, which is what I'm doing. And it's really, like, convenient that it's a guitar song, and it's a song I can, like, pretty much play and can kind of sing, and so it works out, and it's cool, in my opinion. I don't even know what that was. But yeah, so I've been learning that, and I was wondering, like, once I've memorized this episode, which I'm getting really close to doing, by the way, like, I'm getting really, really good at this episode. Sorry. Just readjusting my headset here. Once I've memorized this episode, and once I know the song really well, wouldn't it be cool to just, like, do a full performance of the thing, like, on the internet or something? Man, I pressed backward for some reason. I thought I was gonna fall off, and I pressed backward. I shouldn't have done that because I just totally missed the jump because of that. Darn it. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking, like, what if I did a live stream of this episode, complete with weather, or, you know, even a video? I could just record it, no cuts, no nothing, no editing, just me saying this episode and then singing the weather and playing the guitar at the same time, and it would be quite a feat, I think, and it would be a lot of fun. But there are a couple of issues with that. First of all, copyright. I don't know if I could get a copyright strike. I should really look into that before I try that. And second of all, I mean, I don't really know if anyone would like that and would want to watch that, and as special it would be to me, I'm not sure it would be that special to anyone else, although it might introduce some people to the show, which would always be great, because I highly recommend Night Vale to anyone out there, even if you've never listened to a podcast. Night Vale was my introduction to podcasts, and I've gotten into them now, and I'm really loving them. But, like, Night Vale was the first podcast I ever listened to, and it was just, like, perfect for me. I've talked about it before on stream, I'm sure of that. But I just love it, and I would recommend it to literally anyone and everyone. And I do know that it's not for everyone. I do know that some people who listen to it will just be like, there's what is wrong with the people who like this, and will just give up on it within the first couple of minutes. And honestly, the first time I heard it, I might have done that too. But really, like, if you want to try it out, I would highly recommend sticking with it, because it really is worth it. It really is. Like, it's such a magical, like, journey, honestly. It really is a journey. And I love it so much, so much. And the fire is back. So yeah, I mean, it would be very special to me, and it would probably introduce some other people to it, which would be nice, but, you know, I'm not sure how special it would be to other people, and I want it to be special to both me and the audience, because it's a special occasion, right? 200 subscribers. I've never listened to a podcast before, says Jose Molina. If you want to listen to a podcast, again, I would highly recommend Welcome to Night Vale. If you want, I could type it in chat, actually, but it's not that hard to spell. It's, it's welcome, the word welcome, so WELCOME, space 2 TO. I'm just going to spell the whole thing. I don't know why I'm spelling the whole thing, but I am. And then Night Vale, NIGHT, space VALE. I would highly recommend it if you have time to listen to a podcast. And by the way, you will need like a substantial amount of time. Well, you won't need it, but I'd recommend having like a decent amount of time on your hands, because there are 143 episodes right now, I think. No, maybe 145 actually, but somewhere around that number. And each one of them is around 20 to 30 minutes long. So and there's a couple of extra long ones too. So I mean, if you want to get into it, you're gonna need a decent amount of time to get into it. Or you could, take your time. Jose Molina has put a smiley face in chat. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, so you're gonna need a decent amount of time if you want to catch up and then listen to the episodes as they come out, which is what I did over the span of 2.5 months, more or less. I think it took me about 2.5 months, maybe a little less. My favorite Minecraft song, Stall. Oh, you like this one? Yeah, it's cool. I agree. And this is indeed Stall. I'm impressed that you recognized it. I would not recognize it. I'm not good at recognizing this sort of stuff. Not good at recognizing the Minecraft music. I suggested a feature be added to Minecraft. On the feedback website, there's you can suggest features. And I suggested that they add a feature where you can type /song, and it'll tell you what song is playing, because I would honestly love to be able to identify the songs, and I just don't. I can't. And I could, in theory, just listen to the soundtrack over and over until I knew all the songs by heart, and then I would be able to tell, but that sounds like a lot of work, and I'd rather be able to just identify them in-game. But someone commented, oh gosh, I don't want to be in lava. Thank you very much. Oh, now the fire's going to stay for ages. Assume Void experimented with this once and figured out that the amount of time you're on fire for after being in lava depends on how long you were in the lava for in the first place, which is really annoying in my opinion. So anyway, I suggested that there be a feature where there's a command that could just identify the song for you, and somebody in the comments pointed out that would be very hard to do, but I'm honestly, I chatted back and forth with them, and they explained why they thought it would be really hard to do. And honestly, though, I'm not sure exactly. The reasons they brought up seem to be valid, but then again, I don't know. It seems like it would be, if the Mojang staff wanted to implement that feature, I think they could. I really think they could. The people who work on this are very talented, and they're good at coding and stuff. And so I think just about any feature that could be possible, that we would want, could be possible if they, had the will to do it. If they were willing to do it, I think they totally could. So, I don't know, I think it'd be nice, but it didn't seem to get that many votes or anything, so probably never will be added, but, you can always hope. Although, for all I know, it's already been added in one of the 1.14 snapshots, and I just haven't seen it yet. Because I'm not very up to date on the 1.14 news. I know about the pillagers and stuff, but I don't know much else. Because I am actually very, very behind on YouTube in general. See, the way I watch YouTube is I don't really pay attention to my homepage or anything. I just go to my subscriptions feed and I watch pretty much exactly every single video on there in the order that they came out. And the problem is that I fell behind for a long time. That feature is easy to add, says Jose Molina. I agree. I don't think it would be that hard, but someone else brought up that, resource packs could change the song, and then what you'd be getting wouldn't be accurate, and also it would be like uh, I think it would be a client-side command, and those are weird or something. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but like they had a couple of reasons why they thought it wouldn't be very easy to add, so I'm not sure. But shoot, what was I saying a second ago? I don't remember. Yeah, I've just completely lost my train of thought. It's gone. But yeah, whatever I was saying, cats. Oh, no, I remember. So yeah, I like to go through all my subscriptions in chronological order, and a couple of months back I like fell behind because I was really busy because I was doing a lot of stuff for school, and so I didn't have much time to watch YouTube videos, so I like fell drastically behind. And so now I'm about like 3 months behind on YouTube videos. Ah, darn it. 3 months behind on YouTube videos, and I haven't been watching any of the most recent videos, which means I'm not up to date on any of the 1.14 news, so I don't know what's happening with that. No clue. Absolutely no idea. Yeah, we're gonna get like 1,000 fails before this checkpoint at this rate. And my Fitbit wants me to get up and go walk around. I'll do it later, Fitbit, I promise. Technically, okay. Ooh. You know what we could do right now? I'm gonna look away from the screen for just a sec. And this is an eye break. We're gonna give our eyes a rest. I'm looking around at the room. I'm now staring up at the ceiling. You can't tell that I'm doing that, but I am. I'm now looking outside through the window, trying to see if I can spot any rabbits. There are bunnies in our garden, and sometimes I see them, and sometimes I don't. But there don't seem to be any out today. It's kind of rainy and gloomy, so I can understand that there wouldn't be any. Alright, and now I'm going to look back at the screen. So that was just... You should give your eyes a rest, apparently. I should explain that a little more fully, shouldn't I? So I stopped playing. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. Probably not great. A great streamer thing to do, but Avoid does this during all of his streams. There's an eye break every hour, and if we didn't do it on the hour mark, I probably should have waited till the hour mark, but by the hour mark I'll probably have stopped streaming. So like, you know, better early than never, I guess. So yeah, we did an eye break, and so he does that every hour that he streams, and the streams usually end up being 2 hours long, so he does one right in the middle, right? And so he always explains that eye doctors recommend a fantastic idea. It's a great idea to just like promote a little bit of eye safety on your channel. So there we go. I just promoted eye safety for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed that. Probably didn't. You're probably screaming at the screen going, Jessica, just do the parkour. That's what I'm here for. Actually, I'm not sure that anybody's here to see my parkour. Probably no one is. If people were here to see my parkour, they would... If people wanted to see someone good at Minecraft parkour or someone play Minecraft parkour, they would go watch Preston Plays. That guy is good. I am not. He would probably make it through this map like fairly quickly, I imagine. A lot quicker than I am currently doing, I'm sure. Oh, great. This thing again. Ugh, let's get out of here. Oops. Alright. Ooh, I really like this song. Thanks, says Jose Molina. For the eye break? I don't know if you're saying thank you for the eye break, but if you are, you're welcome. And if you're not, well, you're welcome anyway. I'm not sure what you're saying thank you for, but you're welcome. Alright. Erk. What? Oh. I just got very confused because, like, the fire was blocking my view of the gold block, and this was going down, and it kind of looked like I was levitating for a second, so my eyes got tricked. I thought I was floating. I thought the map had, like, bugged out badly. That would have been bad. Although it might have helped me cheat my way through. I don't think I would actually, like, use that to my advantage if it ever happened. I don't think it would happen, though. Alright, the fire is gone once again. And this fence post sure is taking a long time to reappear sometimes. Like, it does take quite a while. Come on now. Okay, seriously, okay. I was starting to get worried that it wouldn't reappear. Oh man, I should really just keep running and jump. I need to stop trying to stop on the fence posts. Now they're both gonna take a while to reappear. Ugh, this is so tough. Ah, not again, not again, not again. And look, there you can see the fence post falling. Oops. Always forget that I'm gonna get immediately teleported back up to the gold block when I make it to land. It's funny that this didn't, that this didn't happen at all in the earth level, the one with all the water. It's only happening here with the lava. A little bit inconvenient, honestly, but it's okay. Okay, for some reason, I just did it twice. I don't know if you noticed, but I just, like, expected it to keep me in the lava when I landed in the lava, so I instinctively, like, started to turn around and move out of the lava, but it keeps teleporting me back up without me expecting to be teleported, which is, like, basically it's backwards. Quite backwards. Okay. Okay. We are gonna hit 1,000 fails, aren't we? Man. I'm just so tired of these disappearing block jumps all the time. I'm getting really hungry now. I'm gonna stop streaming pretty soon, go have lunch, I think. But I'll give it like 10 more minutes, maybe? Unless my Wi-Fi fails drastically, of course, in which case I will, you know, have to stop streaming earlier than that. Come on, fence post. Thank you. So yeah, I could do a cover, air quotes, cover of the first episode of Welcome to Night Vale for my 200 subscriber milestone. Or I was thinking like a special episode of the Let's Play, but I'm not even sure what that would entail. Like, yeah, like I really don't know. Or I could do something related to the number 200. I could try to, remember that time I did a 64 iron speedrun and that went horribly badly? I uploaded it just for fun. I uploaded the speedrun just for fun, but I, like, never managed to do it. So I reached a 64 subscriber milestone, and you know, I thought that's kind of a cool number since, you know, there are 64 items in a stack in Minecraft. So I did this whole video on, like, the number 64 in Minecraft, and I thought it was a pretty cool video. But that video was actually, like, kind of a desperately made video because my original thought was to get a stack of iron. That was the idea for the speedrun, for the milestone videos, to do a speedrun to a stack of iron. So that was the plan, and then eventually it turned out that, like, well, you can still go and watch the video if you want to, but basically what happened is there was a zombie spawner, and no matter how I tried, like, I went and collected some iron, and then, you know, a bunch of zombies attacked me, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not kill them all, and I couldn't get back to my items, so I just gave up. And a little while later I uploaded the video because I was like, whatever, like, if people want to watch me failing desperately to get my items back from a horde of zombies, they can watch me do that. If people enjoy that, then that's good, right? So I hope some people at least got some enjoyment out of that, but what I could do is try to do like a 200 item speedrun. Now 200 is not a round number of stacks. Let's see, what would that be? 256 is 4 stacks, I believe, if I've done my math right. 256 is 4 stacks. So it would be 4 stacks minus 56. What's 64 minus 56? 8. So 3 stacks plus 8. I could get 3 stacks plus 8 of a certain item. That might be an interesting speedrun. What would I do that with? Like seeds? Seeds seems like a bit of a boring one, right? Iron does seem kind of exciting, but I feel like at the end I'd just be waiting for it all to smelt, and that might be kind of boring. But the rest of it might be kind of fun to watch. I could live stream it too. That way we'd have chat interaction and everything. Or I could, like, try to live stream, I don't know. I could try to live stream something special. I could stream for 200 minutes. Oh gosh, that actually sounds like an amazing idea. It's a terrible idea, but it's also an amazing idea. My voice would be, like, utterly murdered by the end of that. It would probably end up being like a mostly silent stream, to be entirely honest. But streaming for 200 minutes, that would be, let's see. So 60 minutes is an hour, right? 120 is 2 hours, 180 is 3 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes is how long I'd be streaming. For an added bonus, I could try to stream for exactly that amount of time, but I don't think that would happen since it's really hard to tell. Especially because I know I've been streaming for longer than 55 minutes right now, or 56, but since there's that delay, YouTube says that I've been streaming for 56 minutes. So there would be that to account for. It would be really hard to stream for exactly 3 hours and 20 minutes. But I would love to try to do that, try to do it for approximately that amount of time. I think that'd be a really fun, air quotes, challenge. I wonder what we would stream. Probably the Let's Play. We could work on one of the projects from the Let's Play. I think that's a really good idea. Like, either work on the giant tree or work on the, Deadly Ravine, Sky Chickens Ravine. That's just gonna be its name now. Let's see, what would the acronym be? DRSCR. DRSCR. I don't know, that's a decent acronym. I think it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but it's decent. DRSCR, you know, it kind of works. I think that's what we're going to call it from now on. Could work on that during our live stream, and then work on the giant tree. We could do both. Or we could work on building some platforms. You know, my whole idea for the base all along was to have a bunch of, like, twisting, winding staircases and platforms. Like a giant tree house, kind of, but, like, spanned through all the trees. Man, this fence post is just taking longer and longer, it feels like. That was my original idea for the base, but I haven't really built many platforms because I've gotten hung up on placing leaves all over the ground and building the giant tree and building the deadly ravine, and you know, I've kind of gotten distracted from the original plan. So maybe we could spend some time just like working on the original plan. That might be fun. Ugh, if it's gonna take me one stream to get past a checkpoint, a single checkpoint, I'm not even sure, like, how long is it going to take me to finish this map, you know? It's going to take me ages. It's going to take me absolutely ages. So, I might still be streaming this map for a long time, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it is really nice to have something to go to for content that I don't really need to, like, worry about setting up or editing. I just come here and I stream, and I can interact with the audience. That's really nice, too. It's nice to have this. Like, I said it last stream and I'll say it again. It's, like, streaming is a lazy thing for me. And, yes, streaming takes up a lot less of my time than making a video. Like, making a 10-minute video will take, like, 3 hours, 4 hours, it depends, but, oh, great, not this again. But it'll take, like, a long time, because you have to, oh, man, I did it again. Okay, because you have to, you know, first of all, I have to set it up. And that generally involves, like, you know, researching and experimenting. I do a lot of experimenting for my videos. Like that villager video that I made recently, like with what villagers are scared of. I tested the villager with every single mob in the game. Every single mob. And then I, you know, sorted out only the ones that I thought were worth mentioning, and then I talked about those. But testing a villager with every single mob in the game takes a long time. So that took me, I don't know, 2 hours maybe, 3 hours, I don't know. And then I recorded the video, and there were a lot of, like, you know, bits where I failed to say words properly, and I had to, you know, start a sentence over, and I had to cut all that out at the end, and that took a long time. Editing takes, you know, an hour, 2 hours. It depends on how long the original footage is. So basically it depends on how many times I mess up, and also on how, you know, rigorously I edit, and, you know, how many things I have to say in the video in the first place. So, you know, it takes hours to make a video, even a short video like that, and I honestly, I can and can't at the same time imagine being a full-length YouTuber. I feel like I'd get really frustrated, but at the same time, I have other stuff going on in my life while, you know, a full-time YouTuber does YouTube full-time, and I feel like if I could do this full-time, I would. Like, if I got any ad revenue, honestly, if I got ad revenue from this, enough to make a living off of, I think I'd be able to be a full-time YouTuber. I understand, like, how tough it is to make a long video, and I think I'd be able to deal with it, but I mean, I don't have that time. I don't have that kind of time. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, which means that it's really, really convenient for me to just pop on over to this computer and stream for an hour or an hour and a half or however long it ends up being, and just, like, not worry about setting up the video and editing, just stream. So it's nice to have something to use for content consistently, even if that ends up being, you know, just a really long video of me doing nothing but failing at a couple of jumps over and over, which is what this has turned out to be, apparently. So I apologize for that, but it looks like we've been streaming for over an hour, and I do actually need to go do some stuff, so I'm actually going to I'm going to stop the video here, the live stream here, I guess. thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along, Jose Molina, and anyone else who, like, watches later on or is watching now and hasn't said anything in chat. Thank you very much for just enjoying, hopefully enjoying, I really hope you enjoyed, just enjoying watching me, like, fail some parkour. Thank you very much for that, and I'll see you next week. And by the way, there will be no video or stream on Friday. That's why I'm streaming today, is to replace that, because I'm going to be away on Friday, so I won't be able to post anything. Jose Molina says bye. Bye, Jose Molina. So yeah, bye. And now there's going to be, once again, that awkward moment where you wait for me to end the stream. Bye.